で見てろ。
やめろ。
もう止まりました。ファミレでいらっしゃるんです。
巨人と救われました。やら
助かったのね。やったー。これで安心して暮らせるね。
おい、あれ。
わい、ルビー。ルビー、しっかりしろ。
うちにはルフィ以外 F 型いねえだ。
決定1型 F 型いねえだ。血が足りないんだ。
どなたかを分けていただけませんか。一人もいねえのか。俺 F だ。
あ、そうだ。この国法律で人間に血やったらいけねえんだった。
頼む。ルフィがやめんな。
血液型違いますけど、ダメですか。
ルフィが死んじまうよ。わしの血を使え。F じゃいくらでもやるわい。
ジンベエ。でも法律が。
わしは海賊じゃ。傷つけても傷つけられても流れる赤い血。とても道とは言えぬほどか細く狭い。その管こそ恐れ合う偏見を血で血を洗う戦いを核もたやすくすり抜けて絵空に描く幻想よりも確かに見える太陽へと続く道。ここがゼロです。意識あったか。
俺の仲間になれよ。
古い法律もまた古いじゃ。
After the chaos, after the battle, after the Noah was stopped from crushing Fishman Island, Luffy lay on the ground, bleeding, battered, and barely conscious. He had saved everyone. But now, his life was slipping away. All he needed was blood, just a little, enough to keep him alive. But when the call went out for help, silence filled the room. The law of Fishman Island was clear. Humans and fishmen could not exchange blood. It was a relic of fear, born from generations of hatred, slavery, and mistrust. And in that silence, the weight of history pressed down harder than any wound. Here was the man who had just risked his life for their home, and yet, no one stepped forward. Not because they didn't care, but because they were chained by the past. And then, Jinbei moved. Calm, steady, resolute. Without hesitation, he knelt beside Luffy. He didn't just give blood, he broke a wall that had stood for centuries. In that moment, it wasn't a fishman helping a human. It was one friend saving another. A symbol of the future that Luffy fought for. As the transfusion began, the atmosphere shifted. The people watching realized what they were seeing. Not just an act of kindness, but the dismantling of prejudice. It was the physical proof that history's wounds could be healed, that trust could be rebuilt. And Luffy, smiling even in weakness, didn't see politics or law. He just saw Jinbei, the man who stood beside him in battle, the man he would one day call his crewmate. This was more than survival. It was a declaration. The tides were changing. The walls between races were not unbreakable. And if a pirate like Luffy could inspire that kind of unity, then maybe the world still had hope. On that day, Jinbei didn't just save Luffy's life. Together, they saved a piece of the world's future.